Hey everybody, Frank Markow here. I'm the Dean of Distance Education at the King's University. And if you're watching this video, it must mean that you're in our new online faculty orientation. And so first of all, let me just say thank you for serving our students. We could not do what we do without dedicated and committed faculty such as yourself. And so I just want to personally say thank you for serving our students. I have all the confidence in the world in you that you're going to do a great job as you begin here teaching online at the King's University. And let me just say a few things before you begin the orientation, just to kind of share my thoughts and my heart on this whole endeavor of teaching online. Because if you're here, it means you're not as familiar with teaching online, at least not with the King's University. So I want to share a few things that I feel are important to really effectively reach these students. First of all, I want you to know that teaching online is not about technology. We use the tools of technology. We're going to use Blackboard and you're going to learn how to use all those things, but that's not what's going to make you an effective teacher. Learning the bells and the whistles and the little doodads and the things that we get to do here is great, but it's not what's going to make you an effective teacher. Students learning at a distance need the same thing that all other students need in a face-to-face environment. They need a teacher who cares. They need a teacher who's committed, who reaches out to them, who cares about their progress, who develops interesting and engaging content for them to learn from. And so right off the bat, I want you to know that it's about you and it's about your commitment to being diligent with your students, about caring about your students. It's going to make all the difference in the world. It's not about the technology, it's about the teacher. It's about somebody who cares about them, who's going to design an engaging and exciting learning experience using the tools. An analogy I like to use is this, and I learned this, when I taught my kids how to drive, is, operating a vehicle is relatively easy, right? You get in there, you got a steering wheel, and you got the gear shifters, and you got the blinkers, and you got the radio and the heater, and all those kinds of things that you need to drive, right? Especially the radio. If you're me, I love music. But that's the first step, right? What's really important in driving is what? That's right, learning the rules of the road, learning traffic rules, learning how to get around the city, knowing where you're going, knowing what your destination is. Sometimes today with GPS, my kids don't even know how to get around. It's because, they just wait for Siri to tell them. So understanding geography, understanding destination, how other people might treat you on the road. Well, I think that's a good analogy for teaching online. See, operating the car is understanding how we use the tools here, right? Blackboard, posting things, getting in, getting out, making sure things look nice. That's essential, right? You can't go anywhere unless you do that. But really, what's the end goal here? It's not to operate the car. The end goal is to get somewhere, right? To have a destination and to understand the rules of the road. And so this orientation really is designed to help you with that part. It's not so much the technology part, but it's understanding how to navigate the world of online teaching, how to be an effective teacher, how to design a course that's interesting, that's exciting, how to respond to your students in a timely manner, what kind of feedback do they need, what kind of engagement, what is your role in the discussion boards. All these kind of little details we're going to talk about in this orientation you're going to learn about. So I just want to let you know that your role, that your passion and commitment and your background and the experience and the things that you bring to this class are way more important than the tools and the technology that we're going to supply you with, all right? So remember, you're valued here for your commitment to your students, for your background, and the passion that you're going to bring. One other thing I want to just mention here is just to give you a quick overview of the orientation. Now, some of you may be brand new to teaching at the King's University. You have no idea what the King's is about. Maybe you have some idea. But there's an initial background, history, vision, leadership of TKU, and that's important for you to go through. And there's really some links to our website that'll kind of bring you up to speed. If you're familiar with TKU, maybe you've been teaching in another capacity, you don't have to go through that part, right? You can just skip over that part. But at that point, then everybody in the orientation should go through the various modules. I think there's 6 or 7 now with various things about online teaching, being an effective online instructor. These are all going to help you, right? How do I do this? Again, it's not about the technology, but it's the teaching side, it's the pedagogy side that this orientation really features. Now, this online resource center, faculty resource center, has everything you're going to need to know about using the tools, right? So take advantage. There's lots of tabs here. There's lots of videos and links to videos to understanding how to use the various tools in Blackboard, and avail yourself to those things as well. So I want you to know our staff here, myself, and all of our staff in the distance education department are here to serve you, to help you, to get you up and running, and to support you as you begin teaching online at the King's University. And again, let me just say thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of all the president and the dean and everybody here at the King's University. We thank you for serving our students. And again, Frank Markow here. Any questions? My time is your time. Give me a call, send me an email. I'm more than happy to work with you and support you in this endeavor. So blessings to you. Enjoy this orientation, and moreover, enjoy teaching your students, right? Let God use you to speak into the lives of these men and women. Some are young, some are older. Don't assume they're all kids straight out of high school, right? You've got some adults in your classes, right? So treat them with that appropriate respect, but enjoy them all. Enjoy them all, and see each of them as a gift that God has given you, and an opportunity for you to impart some wisdom and some knowledge and some insight in their formation, their spiritual, intellectual, ministry skills formation that God's going to use for the rest of their lives. So you play an important part of that. So thank you again. Blessings to you, and I'll talk to you all later.